Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 32 of Kinlaig. We are rocking and rolling. Today our main mission is to deal with our cows. And by deal with them, I mean we have a lot of cows getting ready to give birth, 46 getting ready to give birth next month. And this pen over here is full. And that, I mean, them reproducing, that's big money for us, so we need to get them moved and figure that out. Okay, so we need to get some new pens out somewhere. I'm also going to get rid of these two silos we put in. Here is why. This has been here for a long time filling up with seed because I moved the fertilizer out. Well, I moved it into the air, if you will, and I'm going to take it out of the air in a second. You guys will see what I mean in a minute. We had 868 liters, so I'm trying to take the seed out. Just look at this. Look how fast that is going. This has literally been sitting here for like 5 minutes or so. Yeah, it's going to take a long time to get all that out of there. I could just cheat it out of there. I mean, how much is left? It's probably quite a bit. Oh, lordy. Yeah, 11,000 left. So it's going to take a while. Okay, so we'll worry about that towards the end of the episode, probably, because that might be how long that takes, which is ridiculous. I have time paused. We got through the tornado. There was no tornado hit here. It was kind of brief, so I don't even know if it really touched down anywhere that mattered inside of Kinlaig. But yeah, we haven't gotten any contracts or anything crazy like that either, so nothing super exciting. I think these things, I don't want to, I don't know. I would say hold on to them because we can move the 23 baby cows over to them. However, we still have to move 46 cows out of this no matter what we do, because even if we move the baby cows out, that only gives room for one set of these guys to have their kids. So we have to move one set out anyway. So it's just a lot to have that many different cow pens. So I think we're going to sell them off. I think that they were a good little temporary setup for us. I think that they did their jobs well. But I think we're going to sell them off. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to put the next cow pen right here or in this area. Obviously, eventually I want to make a huge cow pasture over here, but that is further down the road, where we'll hopefully kind of flatten some of this out maybe and put it here, or maybe we put it down. I don't know. We'll figure that out once we get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, is what I should say. I don't want to get rid of this one. I think this is a good piece of the farm here. We may get rid of it at some point, but I don't think so right now. So cows. What do we have that can hold a lot of cows? Well, that one's actually 25 cows is not bad for that. How much is that? 35,000? That's pretty small. That can hold 25 cows? I mean, that's kind of nifty. It's not the most economical, because for 50,000, we could put, 50 cows in here. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Now, it has the milk setup, which that doesn't matter to us. I am really kind of leaning towards over here as well. So I think this would be a really great spot for that. I'm wondering, could we fit the bigger one over here? It would go over top of that. Can we get rid of this? Yes. I don't need those there. I also don't need a gate to this field here, really. We'll leave that. Well, we can get rid of the gate, because the gate would be kind of silly with it all kind of opened up. And I'll get rid of maybe that one there. I forget I can always get rid of those. I kind of like them like around the fields. I think they look nice, but I need to remember that they're not required per se. We'll get rid of these ones too. We can always add those back in if I really want to. But we'll put that there, and we'll leave those out open there. Oh, it's kind of around that edge of the field. So if we did that, we could probably put... Yeah, this is kind of a good one, 80. But it's almost better to put 2 of these guys, actually, though. That's a fair point. Could we fit 2 of these guys in here? I mean, we could, absolutely. They just have to go up against, like, the train tracks there. I don't know. It's a tough one, because we could put this here. And then we could put another one somewhere nearby. Or this one would fit, honestly, perfectly right there, which is why I'm kind of actually leaning towards this one. Just so we can we only add one more, pen. I think we could do that. We could put it right, right there. Good landscape. Let's save the game real quick before we do this, because if this is an absolute debacle, I don't want to be stuck with that. But I think that's a good spot for it. It's kind of out of the way. We're not really using this land for anything else. It's next to the other cow pens, so it kind of makes sense. It doesn't interfere with our storage sheds. I think this is a good spot for it. And I want that there, kind of out of the way of the road. So I'm thinking Like right there? Yeah, that's perfect. It doesn't interfere with the field. We don't actually have to access the milk at all, so I don't care that we're right up against the field there. I don't like how that looks, however, which we could probably fix that. We do a little bit of... Nope, maybe not. Oh, I don't like that I can't... I might have to landscape that first and then put it in. So let's do this. We're going to quit out of the game. I'm going to load back in here real quick, so give me a second. All right, I loaded back in. I started up the seed recovery project again. So, okay. I think this is a good spot for it. Let's see. I do want to see where... How far... out to not overlap with an object. It's interesting that overlaps pretty much anywhere. So we're going to have to place it down in that way. Let's see if we can't landscape. Do we own... How far of this land do we own? We own all the way up into the railroad. So that part, I mean, we own... And the other side of the railroad, we own that portion of the railroad. We own all of this, no problem. So that part's not going to be the issue. I'm hoping we can landscape closer to there. So let's try this, because this is kind of the height where we're at here. Let's make that a little bit stronger. Can I make that squared? Let me just, without letting... I guess I can let go here. Let's get... Let me get like right up to that, it looks like. At least as close as it'll let me get. Okay. Okay. And then we can kind of... How does it look back here? That doesn't look bad at all. I think that's pretty good. Okay. We should be able to place it now. Let's see how this is going to look. Okay. So obviously we have to have free place. Yeah, it already looks way better. That's, I think, going to go perfectly fine. I don't think I want to place it as far back as I did the first time. Hold on here. There we go. I just kind of want this off of the roadway. I think right about there. How does that look? That looks great. That looks fantastic. And we can do a little landscaping around the front, like in terms of like some stone or something. If we want to put some stone out front of there, I think that would be nice, wouldn't it? A little bit of stone. Yeah, let's do a little bit of stone out there. Do I have? No, I don't have my tool that locks it. Let's do a little bit wider. There we go. And then we can do a little bit of gravel. Where's like a dirt? Some of that grass through there. That could be just dirt along there. Okay. There, I like that. Oh, and the other thing too I should mention. Well, a couple things. First off, you need a G-Portal server. You can get a link down below. You get 10% off your rental if you use that link, and it supports the channel. So if you wanted to rent a multiplayer server to play with your friends, whether it's on Farming Simulator 25, Farming Simulator 22, or any other game that does multiplayer, any game, doesn't have to be Farming Simulator, you can use that link to help you out. So I wanted to mention that. Also, channel memberships and subscribe. If you want to be a channel member, you can join. But the main thing is subscribe. It's free to do so. It does go to help support the channel at no cost to you, especially if you're still watching the video at this point and you enjoy the videos. So make sure you guys do that. But yeah, okay. And then also too, off camera, this is back to the game here. I did plant some things. So we have sunflower planted here, oats planted here, oats planted here. This field I took care of. It is ready to go. So I guess I missed a little bit of liming there, but that's okay. Overall, I'm good with that field. So plowing, I plowed it, got the stones off it, put lime down. It's already fertilized. It was fertilized when we bought it, so that's ready to go. And then we're gonna get soy planted in these 3 fields next month when we can actually plant soy. But obviously we got to deal with the cows first. But we, I think, have dealt with them. This is perfect. 80 animals can go in there. Where do I set my... Here it is, right here. Okay, so what we can do is I only have to pull out. I'll pull the ones that are getting ready to be sold out, the one that are 26 months old. I think we can pull them out. Move to trailer. Yep. Okay. And then these ones we can move over here. Oh, I just threw all the cows. Okay. Because in real life, you'd be able to pretty simply set up some fences or lead them one at a time, however you want to do it. But you wouldn't have to necessarily load them into a trailer to move them this far. Move into husbandry. Yes. Okay. And then this guy, we're just going to set it, just because we're right here, we'll set it right there. That's fine. Oh, no, don't let the cows out. Okay, so now if we go in here, this one has 23 cows that are ready to reproduce. We do have to get them, no manure heap nearby. We need to get them another manure heap. I was kind of hoping it would link into this one. The good news is we have this space right here, which I actually think is still a good space for a manure heap. So I don't want one out here. I should have maybe thought a little bit more about that, but and this is a manure heap extension, right? That's what we need. Manure heap extension. I do love the Highlands one. Oh, I forgot they snap too. But that can go right there. Yeah, that should be just fine right there. And then can we maybe we'll do a little bit of work there. A little smoothing in the front there as much as we can. A little painting. Yeah, just get that kind of non-grassed up there. Okay. And then now, boom, they both have the manure heaps associated. So these guys, we will get them straw, and we will get them some hay, so that way they're good to go. And then the other one, there's 23 spots in this one, so this one can hold 69. We have 46 in here. We're about to get 23 more, and that'll put us back up to 69 in this pen. So we have space for them. Now we just have to care for them, which we need to do. How is our seeds coming along? How close are we here? 5,000. Okay, we're making some good progress there. It's slow but sure. This one works actually really well for dealing with straw bales. So we'll grab this. Well, we need it anyways to move the bales, but it works good to pull the straw blower is what I mean to say. So let's go ahead. Let's grab the front loader attachment first. That'll make our life a little bit easier. He does it. Nope, don't hit that. Thankfully, I don't have a crash counter when I do recording series. Okay, let's pull back out of here. I actually think I do want it on... Is it... What changes that? Is it Control Y? Yeah. Grab left, grab right, all wheel. That's what I want. I do think that helps. Let's go grab the straw blower here. I think both pens could use a top up of straw as well. This one should be pretty close to full, actually. Yeah, I could use a little bit more, a couple bales, so... We'll have to make a couple trips, and then we'll probably use the trailer over there to haul just kind of a bulk load of hay. I think that'll be easier. We'll do that after the Deutzfahr there is done with the seeds problem that we got going on. Okay, let's get some bales out here, some straw bales. Do you have a smaller? Yeah, these ones, I've been trying to get rid of those two for whatever reason. They just kind of list separate. So we still have 59 straw bales in there. We'll be hard-pressed to run out of straw, that's for sure. Actually, let's do this. Let's pull around. Again, it's easy to make turns when you have all-wheel steer on. Put this right here. We'll grab those. I've been moving a lot of pallets on Submerged Sanctuary, which I think has been translating... Nope, I'll say has been translating over to my bale moving, but that was not a good starting example there. Got both of them? Nope. The forks are in that bottom one, to be fair to me, but they're just not... It's not picking up for whatever reason. There we go. That should do it. We just got to be very careful not to actually drive over trigger there. Otherwise, that will cancel out all of our progress. Oh, we're on top of it. I was like, why are we seeing some resistance there? If that makes sense. Okay. I bet if we're careful hauling that, I bet we can put 2 more bales on top of that. Let's grab... Yeah, so we only... Oh, we're really low on hay. Do we actually only have 2 bales of hay left? Oh my gosh, we gotta get more hay. The next time we got out here, we might have to buy hay if we run out. I did not realize we were that low, so this year is gonna be pretty much all hay. I mean, it makes sense. We need more hay. Now that we have a fermenting silo, of course, we're gonna need more hay. It's just how the world works, I feel like. All right, let's grab them pretty low. We're gonna make this work. Yes, we're not gonna run out of straw anytime soon. We definitely need more hay. This is not gonna go well, is it? Oh boy. All right, let's be very careful. There's no straps back there, is there? I don't think there is. So far it's going okay. Still getting seeds out of there, of course. Just in the interest of making this easier for ourselves, we're going to do this pen first. Oh no, I was doing so good! Alright, well, since we made it just about here, and those are kind of in the pen anyways, I might just cheat a little bit and just throw them back up there. You guys just have to pretend like there's nothing to see here. Look away. That's why it would suck to be on console. I guess you have liftable bales and pallets on console, so it would only suck on console if you don't install that. Which even if you're on console, I'd highly recommend this. Still put liftable bales and pallets in your game save, even if you're not going to use it, because if you have like a bale get somewhere ridiculous because it glitched or something, where it literally is not a matter of realism, it's just a matter of, well, that's not how bales work, you will want that to help fix the problem for you. I can promise you that. Is this still getting seeds out? Oh yeah, of course it is. How many more seeds have we got left in this thing? 2,000 still? Goodness gracious. Good gravy. That's our last thing we got to do this episode is get that done. This episode, it won't be shorter. I know there's not as many exciting things that have happened. I actually should get like a nice thumbnail shot of this. You do this real quick. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Flight mode. If you want to know how I do my thumbnails, this is pretty much how I do it. And actually, it's still unloading the next bale. Seems like it's just going down the bales there, which is great. I can keep doing that. We get a nice shot of that right there. I love that. That is perfect. Okay. And flight mode. Let's turn the HUD back on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely on the... Oh, it's on the third bale now. Look at that. Just cooking through them. I just put this guy... Oh, is this full of straw now? It is. Oh, okay. Easy peasy. Let's see if I can't put that one like that. Did not take as much straw as I thought it would. Which means it probably will need to be filled up more, which is okay, but maybe not the most ideal. Alright, let's grab this, get that there. Just gonna move it back a little bit so it's a little bit more out of the way before we get the hay trailer over here. Button, there we go. Let's just lower that down. And then how much more does that one need? That one holds a little bit more, to be fair, but they both need food pretty badly. Okay. How is you doing here? We gotta be getting close. 936, of course. Of course. All right, well, we'll get the bales ready. You have all 7 of them. Gotta get those out here. That's crazy we're that low on hay. How many is each one? 8,000 liters is quite a bit of hay, to be fair, but we're about to put all of it out. So, I think it'll take all of it, I think. 719. I kind of need this tractor. I guess I could do this. It'll still keep loading. I guess that's an option. Got our hay over here. turn this tractor off. But it's done with what it's got to do. Alrighty, grab the hay trailer. Operating position. Don't load that straw bale, please. Excellent. Got to be getting close over there. Keep saying that, but I don't actually know if it's true or not. Okay, here we go. Transporting position. And why to unload? Yeah, why to unload? See how many of these bales go here. Oh, okay. Is that one full? It is 33.75. All right, we're doing okay. I don't. How much is left in each of these? Let's put. I do want to leave some over here because this one obviously need more food at some point. To be fair, tomorrow is the day we'll be able to get more hay, so I'm actually not. Actually, I shouldn't be that worried about it. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just load these up and we'll put them all in the other pen. We'll leave those ones there. We'll leave those 4 there just because they're already here. And then these ones will go over here. Oh, no, there's more cows over in this one. All right, we're grabbing all these. Eventually, I will make a decision here, people. Takes me some time sometimes, but the decision has been now officially made. We're going to grab all of the bales and move them over. There we go. Okay. Transporting session, unload. There we go. Okay. Stop unloading. That resets that. We'll just park this. Perfect. It is more open without those hedges there. I do kind of like that, actually. But yeah, there we go. That solves that problem. That is kind of my main goal for this. Oh, no. We're not done. We're going to fix our little seed issue over here first. That's right. I was about to end the episode. We are not quite ready for that. I know this was kind of all recorded at once, and that's not usually how I do it, but to be fair, I did a lot of stuff, and I do a lot of stuff off camera each episode for these videos, so sometimes there's just some stuff to get done, you know? Alright, we're selling these guys off because they're useless. Go to silos. No. I was like, here we go. Okay. Yeah, let's go to containers. Fertilizer tank, and that's a seed tank. This one you can refill yourself. Put the seeds in there yourself. Actually, I don't know if that's possible or not. And are they both going to fit here? I don't think they both are. This one's huge. Good gravy. This one, is there a better spot on the farm we could put this one? It's not so blatantly in the way. Yeah, maybe we put the seed one on the side. This one can maybe go here. But I think I'd rather use these ones because I just haven't used these ones before. Not that. Let's do this. Just don't want them to be inside of that. Okay. Let's get the seed one. The seed one can go, honestly, right here. I'm assuming I probably can't dump this. Maybe I can. Alright. It's one that you fill up yourself. Right? How do you get seeds in this thing? What the heck? Hold on a second. Oh, they're just refillable tanks. All right, we're selling those. This is really not going to plan. I want a seed tank. I don't want like a buy point. And we're also adding in $5,000 we just lost on that deal. We're selling those back at half price. All right, we're moving this out of the way again. Don't tell me we're going to end up just putting just the regular ones in. That's for pig food only. Well, this is what I get for trying to be different. Let's go to silos again. We're not doing these ones. Those are the really slow ones. Like, then we get to, like, just big silos that are kind of ridiculous. All right, well, unfortunately, all of that for us to just use the base game ones. Man, what a bummer on that. Okay, well, it is what it is, I suppose. Those are so expensive, too. Goodness gracious. 60,000, 23,500. How much did we spend on the other ones, actually? I might get us a little bit of a refund here. We spent 12,650 and we got only 6 grand back. We're going to add 12 grand back to our account real quick. I think that's fair. We got ripped off on those deals there. All right. Yeah, so we're not going to have any money for anything ever again, basically is where we're at. Good luck buying a boat later this year. That's what we need to do still. We might have to... I don't think we can finance the boat either. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. We might have to do a temporary loan. I know we're not supposed to take loans, but we might have to do it. It might be the only way to make it happen. And then just immediately pay it back. Okay, the fertilizer tank, to be fair, is going to be the larger thing. That's going to be more in the way. Okay. Seeds, I'm actually going to do around the corners, because I think this will make my life easier when trying to fill up things. Okay. That's what we got. So, not the ideal circumstance that we wanted, but it is what it is, I suppose. And I'm assuming as well I cannot dump seeds into these. That's not usually how they work. Oh, I can. Okay, perfect. And then we have 868 liters of fertilizer to put in the fertilizer tank. And then at least I guess we don't have to pick stuff up at the store. I mean, we can. How much do they charge per 1,000 liters? 17.6. That is cheaper than the store. Good gravy. I didn't realize that they were actually cheaper. I thought they were more expensive, which would make kind of sense because it's a delivery service you're kind of paying for, essentially. All right, for this guy, we need to do, we'll do it this way. Solid fertilizer, set to 868. And we'll dump that in there. So, okay, well, from now on, we will be using those to buy fertilizer and things like that. I didn't know that was going to save us money. So I guess over time, these things do, in a way, pay for themselves. It's not just the convenience. That's kind of nice. But that's what I got for this episode. That was a lot, I know, but there we go. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.